exactly are we doing here, folks? I don't know. Any of you ever just like put cards in deck builder? I do that. I do that often, and it results in things like this. Actually, I've kind of had this dark plant hero thing for a while. I've played different versions, but I decided the reason I've always been underwhelmed by it was because I just needed to get weirder, and that's what we've done here today. That's what we've done here today. I decided to just put in some Dark Nephthys. No one plays this card, and it's easy to see why. It's kind of mid. It's slow. It's only 2,400. It pops a backer, I guess, but that's not good in every situation or every matchup. So it's just kind of eh. Um, Zerato is just like kind of the same, but it's obviously it wipes boards, I guess, but then it kills itself in the end of it. Yeah, Zerato's basically like as mid as Nephthys, but I decided to throw it in anyway. Why not? We need more things to special summon off my Dasher, and it is integral that I play Dasher so that I may also play Destiny Draw. Plus, since we're playing all these extra eights, we can run trade in now. So we got Titanial and Plasma and Dark Nephthys and Dark Creator and Dark Zerato. So yeah, it's even more draw cards. It's even more draw cards. We don't have room for traps anymore. The traps are gone. We're just playing Return Call. So yeah, we're just. What am I doing? What is this list actually? This is not good. This is not good. But I just had to try stuff. I had to try some stuff, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be trying stuff. So, yeah, let's get into the games. Okay, so I played against two different people, but I played like two matches against each of them. So we have four matches to go through here. In this one, we open up Future Fusion and Lone Fire, so we're kind of going to get to see what we can do when we draw relatively good. I don't know, I didn't feel like I was ever drawing amazing. It felt like there should have been more hands where we saw draw spells, maybe. And we just like didn't see very many of those, so they're able to take out our Lone Fires, which is, hey, fine. We see an Honest get milled, so the chances that they have the second one in their hand are not too high. I decided to just go straight in for the Card Trooper, try to hit over their guys. That's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. And the opponent gets a draw. They go charge with the Light Brigade. That's going to allow them to search a Lila. Obviously, we're not going to negate the Lila here, because if he had JD in his hand, whew, that would not be good. And he does have JD in our hand, so if we had negated, we would have gotten quite owned here. We draw into a Dark Nephthys, which is nice because we can use the Nephthys, right? And then if JD nukes our board, hey, we still get the Nephthys next turn, so that's something. So we run over everything here, get in for 19. Maybe I should have just gone for it. I think we already sort of checked for Gores. So I could have just made Brionic attacked for game, since they don't have a Necro Guard, no Origors. But I felt like this was probably better, since we can just win next turn. So here they go Judgment Dragon, and then they pop their own Necro Gardna. I don't know if it mattered whether they did this or not. I don't think they had a play that would let them stay alive, honestly. So they milled, maybe if they like also milled some wolves or something. But they don't. So the Nephthys is going to come back, and we just need to have lethal through Necro Gardna, so we make the Brionac, and now we have two monsters, each of which can attack for a game. So the Nephthys actually... The Nephthys coming back, low-key, kind of just won us that game. All right, moving on to game number 2. Opponent, they're on like T-Roars, which is interesting. We go Lone Fire into Senor Tomat. Tomato going to attack for 14. They run it over with the Aaron, which is, I think they needed a monster there. We go into the Armageddon Knight, as we often do off the Tomato, and then here it gets odd. I feel like I should have just not used this Mally, but now that I did, I'm like, all right, I guess we got to go for Plasma, which admittedly is very strong in this matchup. Honest is pretty much the only good out. So we attack, they have T-Roar. Okay, we allure, banish one, and then we do not use the Nephthys, because it will pop our own back row when it comes back, I guess. We could have just used it to trigger the deck dev, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. We use Destiny Draw here. Draw some more cards. Rhoda, activate Trade-In. So now we're drawing some cards. That feels nice. We draw into a Necro Gardna, which is pretty good. We use it off the Dark Grepher. We attack. A lot of aspects of this list really do seem to work well together. Maybe Maybe if I actually like tried to make a good build out of it, I could. Because I don't know, the old lists were like old and suboptimal, and this list is this list is this list. But hey, we're gonna end phase pop his back row with Dark Nephthys, activate Deck Dev, kill his entire field. Now we stack for Plague Spreader, and we have lethal through the Gores. I tried to use Mally a second time, which obviously my top deck should have been different, I guess. But it's not really. I mean, they're dead. They're dead. We take the Gores. The Plasma gets in directly, and we have lethal there. So second match gonna be up against the Lightsworn player once again, and yeah, this hand's bad. This is we need like a trade in or something. We have a D draw, but we just draw more. We just draw more bad cards. I think we did make some mistakes in this game. If I'm remembering correctly, we draw Dad, and then I mill 2 to try to hit 1 dark, but of course we mill 2 darks, so now we're just on 4 darks, and the dark arm not going to be going down. Maybe this was greedy. Maybe I should have just hit with the tomato. I don't know. I felt like if we had Dad dropped there, though, that would have been like just so good for us. So good for us. We're going to special out the Plague Spreader with the Dasher, tribute some of the Dark Lord Zerato, pitch the Necro Garden to destroy the entire field. Now that we got the 4 darks in graveyard, we may as well use them to one tribute our Zerato. Very funny. But unfortunately, yeah, Zerato just kills itself. Like I don't know why it kills itself, but it does kill itself, so it's gone. Their hand's kind of though. So they actually just special Sork to attack for 23. I don't know if that's a very good play. Here we stack for Plague, activate Rhoda, and you can see we made a bit of a screw up there. We should not have put back our Plasma. We should have put back one of the other two, like just either one, because they're both pretty worthless, honestly. But the Plasma is actually useful. I guess I thought I was going to go Stratos, add back the same Plasma. Then I end up deciding to send Armageddon Knight, Mally. And yeah, if we had Plasma in hand, we would be just in a better spot. So we take the Sorcerer. However, they don't really have a lot of setup. Their JD's not live, and they Avarice put back a lot of their stuff. They could have tried to ram the Aaron and then get JD live, but obviously would have just Necro Gardna and then, stop it with the Chaos Sork Banish, and they still wouldn't have JD live. So now we use Mally. We draw into a lore, which kind of redeeming our sins here, and they just scoop it up. So we somehow won that game despite opening really bad and playing kind of I don't know, interesting. Interesting that the Zerato actually came up in one of these matches. I didn't think we would actually get to do anything with it, but hey, we did. We get soloed by Shadow Mirror this game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I sided out my Spell Trap removal because I just didn't think Lightsworn sides that card. I'm like, what? They Shadow Mirrored me. Okay, so then we just get mirrored. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Whatever. We'll go to the next game. I'll put back my Spell Trap hate because clearly you're on some obnoxious stuff. And then we open Double Mally. Oh, Double Mally. Now, Greffer could still fix this if I draw it. We do a great job of bluffing Gores, I guess. Kind of psych them out here. Going for the Gaia. I bet they were super confused right there, but yeah, we make the Fortress Dragon, take out the card Trooper, and we just summon Necro Gardna because we might as well use our own summon. They use Cold Wave set, which I'm kind of sad that they Cold Wave because we can't knock. However, it turns out to just be a DD Crow. So we're sub-tribute summon the Dasher, and now we draw Destiny Draw, which is nice. Kind of fix things here. Draw 2 more cards, activate no one to cross out. From this point, we just have game. And Dad, Deck Dev were also really good draws, even if we didn't have game. So yeah, we're going to end up taking it over the Lightsworns, winning both matches. So this deck kind of surprised me. It did better than I realistically thought. I don't know. Anyway, we're up against Cuckoo, who's playing the Neospatian deck. He has a solid opening hand, I guess. He didn't use the Rhoda, though. Should probably just thin your deck with that Rhoda at this point. Get like a second Junk Synchron, maybe. So we get in. We send the Dasher. Oh, yeah. Crashing with Tomato and then sending the Dasher feels very positive. So here they draw into a bottomless trap hole. They just go normal summon, Junk Synchron, Synchro into Magical Android, hit over, set the bottomless trap hole. Okay. We draw into Trade-In, which is, it's okay, but it's another situation where we draw this draw card and just draw more dead stuff, so I don't know. I don't know if that was good. I decided to make Stardust and then stack for the Dasher, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. They bottomless, and then I think I just kind of assume they have Sork here. Although I don't know if they should have ripped Creator or not. They ripped Tomato, and then we just special our dude, and we run over their stuff. which is fine. Maybe I just greeted the creator too hard this game, actually. Because, like, we could have just rammed Greffer this turn. I mean, last turn there was no reason not to do the Dasher play. But this turn, like, why not just ram the Greffer? I guess if I'd drawn a Dark for Zerato, like, definitely I would have done it. But then it's like they just have their own creator and we lose anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we did the right thing or not. Not sure. But yeah, obviously I think we do just randomly die to Mistworm here, so okay. Moving on to the second game. I don't know if I could have played that one differently. Maybe I should have. I go for a lore here. We banish the Dasher. I guess I'm thinking if I draw Greffer, the Mally will be live. I don't know. We get Dust Shooted, which isn't great. Especially since we draw into Dark Greffer and it's like our only way to make our hand live. We Typhoon the other one. Just in case of Mind Crush, but I think it turns out to be a deck dev. So the deck dev was not live. So I guess maybe I should have held the Typhoon. I don't know. Here I do get jebaited where they set the thing, and I just think it's cross-border. I don't want to attack it because they'll search the Dark Panther. But apparently they already have the Dark Panther, and they use it to make a level 6. But here we get a really sick draw. We draw into the Destiny Hero Plasma. So we're going to tribute the Dandelion for the Mally, tribute all three, get the Mally in rotation, make a 3,300 Plasma. So now we summon out Tomato, but the opponent gets a really good draw. They get Mind Control, which means the Dark Arm Dragon is now live, and they can just summon it and kill everything, and then we take 2,800. So not a great situation. However, we are one Dark shy of the Dark Creator being live, and then we draw into Trade-In. Really nice. We bring out the Dark Creator. Revive Nephthys, which I guess was the best thing to revive. If he had had Crow, though, this would have been rough. We're able to make Brionac, though, and just attack for game. So attack 23, attack 24. We've got it. Moving on to game number 3 now. Game number 3, we open up a decent hand again. Not really drawing draw cards a lot, but... Well, speaking of which, there's an Allure of Darkness, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Get rid of Creator. Creator honestly kind of felt like garbage. It felt like worse than Nephthys and Zerato. I feel like Nephthys and Zerato actually did more than Creator did in these matches, which is, it's weird. We set the other Tomato. Okay, they run it over. Here we go into Plague. For some reason, they just don't Dust Shoot me, and we end up winning because of that. So we bring down the Dark Arm Dragon, hit their Compulsory. Okay, summon Armageddon Knight. Okay, activate Brain Control. I mean, I thought it was deck dev, so I was kind of playing around that the entire time in case you hadn't noticed. But it was just Dust Shoot, and I'm like, all right, why didn't you just Dust Shoot my Dark Arm? But yeah, I don't know, a little bit of a weird one, champ. But yeah, we're gonna win because we just have Brain Dad, which is, you know, that's the Edison format experience, really. So yeah. Then final match we have is up against Cuckoo once again. This time we're gonna be going first. Activate Trade-In, get rid of that worthless dumb Titanial that's always in my hand, and then just send Necro Gardener because I figure we can defend this Armageddon Knight, summon Plague, make Brio, pitch, drop Dad, make a level 8 Synchro, and that should probably just win us the game. That is like 8k damage. On the other hand, it is not 8k damage through Trap Dust Shoot, so yeah, they take away the Dark Arm Dragon, and there goes our best play. We summon Plague. We still make Brionac, of course. We want to get that Malicious out of our hand. Stack for Plague. Synchro level 8 into Dark End, and now we've just gone the Brionac and Prey route, I guess. Which, hey, it might work. They just got some trap cards, so yeah, they can't set more than a couple traps, and we just pitch for Brionac and hope they don't have Gores. Which is going to, I think it's going to work out here. So, rough game 1 for Cuckoo there. On to game number 2. We open Titanium. How many times have I drawn Titanium in these games? How many times? I feel like it's been in my hand way too much. So they just standard opening plate, and I now see that they're on Neospatians, which, yeah, again. So I think we just crash here. We both have Dark Arm Dragon. Very, always, Dad mirrors are just really, feels very variancy with regards to that. They decide to smashing here and just set. So I drop Dad. And can we win this turn? I think we can. We stack for Plague, summon Dark Greffer, pitch the Gardener, get the Malicious, banish Special, Dark Arm, kill the set. And then go into Stardust just in case there's a Gores here, followed by like a Dark Panther, so that they can't pop my whole field. But they don't have Gores, so they actually just die. And yeah, tough one for Cuckoo. Did not expect to just die. But that's just how it goes, like I said, with Dark Arm Dragon. So we did draw Dad a lot, at least. Even though we were drawing Titanial a lot, we also drew Dad a lot, so that's very good. Well, this is a funny deck. We got to use Dark Nephthys a couple times. We got to use Zerato at least once. Yeah, I mean, probably not optimal, but maybe there's an optimal build out there. Maybe I just gotta work a little more on it. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. But yeah, fun video, fun deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.